way too obnoxious. Oh my god. What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a very loud start for today's video, but this bike is loud and obnoxious, so it only makes sense. I have no idea what we're doing today, but the weather is kind of nice, so we decided to go on a little ride and yeah, just enjoy this day, because I think the next few days it's going to rain. I think tomorrow is good, so we're probably going to ride again tomorrow, but today and tomorrow the weather is chilling, so we're going to be riding before it rains. So I really wanted to wear earplugs. That was like my goal, but totally forgot. This bike has a very aggressive like riding position, but we did get rear sets for it, so I should be taking it in a couple of days to put on the rear sets, and we'll probably adjust to make it a little bit less aggressive, you know, lower the rear sets a little bit. I'll also put on this kind of like matte screen protector that's kind of like anti-glare, so the screen is more visible even when the sun is hitting it. Oh, it's kind of nice having a quick shifter. Last time when I was riding the Rush. That's probably why I feel like this bike is very aggressive too right now, just because I've been riding the Rush, which is more, you know, naked and upright. So now that I'm riding this, it's kind of like, it feels very different. I almost rode the Aprilia today. I really wanted to ride it, but I didn't end up riding it, just because, I don't know, this was right there in the front, and last time I rode it wasn't really much for a ride, so I was like, whatever, we'll take the Honda again. But hopefully next time, unless I'm doing like some sort of maintenance or something like that, we'll be riding the Aprilia. It has been, I think the last time I rode it like was when I adjusted the tune, put this like new tuner or whatever on it, so I definitely want to ride it because I barely like got to enjoy it while it's done with the new map and the velocity stacks. Oh, we got a couple more people. Good, how are you? Almost got my Aprilia today, almost. Okay, nice meeting you, man. Got a nice variety today. BMW, Ducati, 2 Italians, and never mind, German and Japanese.
We got everybody again.
Yeah, my problem with it is the case. It's just more things to carry around. I definitely needed it with this. You're the one with a stock bike and you were wearing earplugs.
Yeah, we didn't. Because I ride with this guy or this guy. That's why.
SC Alson Racing, yeah. Yeah, the most obnoxious.
Yeah. Louder than shit when you're sitting right here, right here.
Mm-hmm.
Why did the throttle did that earlier?
I have no idea. I think it's just the tune.
Okay.
But it did it like before. This time I just let it. If I rev it, it goes back up. Yeah. This time I just let it. I was like, I want to see what's gonna happen, and it just died. So I was like, probably can adjust it, but we'll see if it keeps happening. It usually happens only in the start for whatever reason.
Might have to wait a little bit more for the warm-up, maybe.
Maybe it's when it gets over like 170, it's fine, but that's really warm.
Yeah, that's like racing temperature.
Yeah.
That's like track temperature.
Your boy over here broke the bolt in there, so this carbon piece, I guess like the bolt wasn't like fitting right, so I was like, oh, let me tighten it, and you know, just kind of like force it in, and it went in and it was good, but my OCD wanted to be more flush like the other one, so I was really muscling it. I didn't even think about it, and it just snapped in there, so that's gonna be a pain taking off that broken bolt from the swing arm, but oh well, we'll deal with it later, probably when we deal with the rear sets, honestly. But yeah, I'm excited. The rear sets should really clean it up, and it's the same brand as my lever guards and as my chain adjuster, so it's gonna look cool. It's all black, so it'll clean it up. That's the only thing that's like silver on it. Yeah, I didn't do the cleanest job with the thing, with the screen. I cleaned it, I swear, with alcohol, but there's still bubbles in there. We'll see if my OCD will handle it or if I'll get it replaced. If only you guys could hear how loud these bikes are right now. I definitely underdressed because I thought it was gonna be like warmer, but I'm always unprepared, so it's okay. I'm just wearing a tank top under this. Can't wait for the weather where I can just ride in a tank top. Or a tank top and a hoodie, that's always nice too. Yeah, it's idling good now. I don't know what happens in the start. But yeah, I was saying I got a little distracted by the cop. Well, we're gonna be, what was I saying? Oh, the idle. When the bike is like still cold, it like idles down. I don't know if you guys like noticed in the last couple times I kind of pointed it out. But it happened today before I started filming too. The bike just like idles really, really low. And today I just let it be, see if it's gonna die, and it did die. So that was weird. But as soon as the bike warms up, it's usually good. I wish I were a thermal under this. Why do I do this to myself all the time? I was hopeful. I was like, oh, maybe, you know, it's a little bit warmer even though I checked the weather. God, this bike is so loud. I definitely think this is the loudest bike. I'd say louder than the H2 actually. And we just hit a batch of bugs. I'm covered in bugs. My visor is done. Probably my hoodie too. I totally didn't change the tire pressure. I really wanted to do it this time, but I forgot. I need some music for these kind of like more chill rides. Some of you did want like a ride with less talking, so that's why I decided in my head that this ride is gonna be. This bike definitely like reminds me a little bit of the H2. It's very like aggressive. It kind of like wants to go. Obviously it's a little more calm, a little more tame, like, you know, the throttle feels a lot smoother, but still like it comes alive when you're like trying to mob in it. That's the cool thing about like BMW. It's very similar to the BMW, but like more aggressive, a little more character. The BMW is very like just calm. Oh boy, it's actually not as bad. I thought it was gonna be better. I definitely need to clean this visor. There is, oh my god, I can't even count. Ow, I got cross-eyed trying to look at my visor and count how many bug bites. There's at least 10. I hope there's none on the lens. Oh my god, I just thought about it. That's happened a few times and you guys get so mad. I'm like, what do you want me to do? It's a bug. I can't just like be dodging all these bugs. A lot of bugs on the bike too. Oh jeez, like a lot. Oh, it's very cold now that it's sunset. Woo! Mina like, hey, we're almost there. You guys are gonna stop hearing me complain about the weather. Hopefully soon. Should be getting warm. Woo! Very, very chilly. But the views are nice. Like closer to sunset. It's been a minute, at least as far as my brain can remember. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of like, I guess it's more of a, like a pure sound of the Fireblade. Maybe that's what I'm gonna title it. Pure sound. I don't know, maybe. A lot of my videos I actually like are very spontaneous. I just figure it out as I'm like riding. I don't like plan it or anything. This is definitely a prime example of that, but this is one of those ones where I was like, I don't really feel like talking much. I'm a little tired today, so I kind of just like wanted to ride and enjoy the bike. But definitely the thing I noticed, make the rear sets a little bit more lower, so it's a little more like comfortable. Like my knees and my legs are very, very tucked. I am a bit taller, so they fit nicely here, and I'm pretty sure that's how like this bike is supposed to fit. But this would be perfect for the track, not what I do. Pretty fast ape. Yeah, views are crazy right now. I honestly can't wait. Like, that's one of the main reasons I'm keeping the rush, is because like I want to ride like during the sunset when it's like really warm out. And I'm talking like 80s, 90s. I want it to be hot, you know, maybe even hundreds, but that's not good usually for the bikes. It's a little too warm for the bikes. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Most of the ride is going to be like traffic lights, nothing as fun anymore. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a like and subscribe. As I said, we're getting close to 700k, so it'll mean a lot to get to 700k. And the next up is 750, and we're only a 250,000 away from 1 million subs. I'm excited.